The AU election conclusion is something that has left a lot of Kenyans with a lot of questions. Though many were praying that Raila Amolo Odinga shouldn't win so that he will come back and rescue this country from the hands of President William Ruto. Now, the question that has been brought up is Raila Odinga going to serve, or let me say to cut his connection with William Ruto? And if Raila does that, should we say now that the ODM, or let me say the Azimio la Umoja members who were selected in Ruto's cabinet, that is Joho, Wycliffe Oparanya, Opiyo Wandayi, and John Mbadi, are going to leave their slots as cabinet secretaries under President William Ruto's regime? The coalition between, or let me say the broad-based government between William Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga is one for the books. Right now, many people are saying that Raila Odinga is returning to Kenya as a toothless dog that cannot bite in terms of the politics of this republic. But let me tell you, William Ruto himself has made Raila Amolo Odinga the president of the Republic of Kenya. Many might think that Raila Amolo Odinga was a fool for joining hands with William Ruto to help him secure the AU chairmanship. Raila needed the funds. Raila needed the money coming from the government to support him as a candidate for Kenya in the AU election. He wouldn't have gone into his pocket to fund his campaign. So, President William Ruto was brought in, that is through the broad-based government. When Raila Amolo Odinga declared that he is going for AU, he was supposed to leave the position that he held as the ODM chairman, the ODM party chairman. But do you know that Raila Odinga selected these few individuals that are currently holding positions in ODM on his own terms, knowing that I am not, if there is a possibility that I might lose the AU chairmanship, I will have something to go back to. Not only that, I will remind you that currently the fate of Moses Wetangula and Kimani Ichung'wah lies in the hands of Raila Amolo's decision in regards to the ruling that was made by the High Court over who are the majority and who are the minority in the parliament. Because the High Court ruled that Azimio la Umoja in regards to the election of the 9th of August 2022, Azimio la Umoja were the majority and they were supposed to be given the majority leader role, the majority the majority whip role, and also, according to the Constitution of Kenya, those that are elected as the majority, they go ahead to vote on who is going to become the Speaker of the National Assembly. And even in 2022, it was rumored that Raila Amolo Odinga, because he knew they were the majority in parliament, he had selected Otiende Amolo as the one to take over the role as the Speaker of the National Assembly. Now, recently, this week, after the decision was made on Friday last week, this week on Tuesday, Moses Wetangula ruled against the High Court ruling and declared that Kenya Kwanza are the majority in parliament. There is a point that I'm trying to drive home. The fate of William Ruto's career right now has made an about turn. He is trying to save his political career by rewarding Raila Amolo Odinga with a new position in his government after losing the AU. We have intel that the BBI that was quashed by the High Court of Kenya and that William Ruto together with other UDA leaders and Kenya Kwanza leaders rejected, they want now to bring BBI back so that they can form an office of the Prime Minister that they want to give to Raila Amolo Odinga. Also, they want to implement the NADICO report that was that a committee was formed in the year 2023 to decide on the NADICO report. But William Ruto never wanted that thing to be executed because he knew he had a chance to make sure that Raila Amolo Odinga does not return in the politics of the Republic. That Raila Odinga goes to the AU, becomes the chairman, and he is forgotten in the country. So William Ruto can use that as a campaigning tool in the areas where Raila Odinga has the highest following. But that has made an about turn. Let's go back to ODM. If you realize, Raila Amolo Odinga selected Anyang' Nyong'o as the chairman, as the interim chairman of ODM party, Gladys Wanga as the interim deputy party leader of ODM, and also brought in some other few elements. But in real sense, Raila Amolo Odinga never made them official and made them permanent. They were made interim. He wanted them to hold the position for some time. Let me deal with this one. If this one succeeds, then you will become permanent leaders of the ODM party. But if it fails, I will come to reclaim my role. And that is what he is coming to do. If you had, during the interview that he did after exiting the AU headquarters in Addis Ababa, he was asked, now what next? He said, I have a lot of things to do back home. I am going back home. Now, I have seen a tweet from one Caleb Amisi, and that tweet has got me thinking on how William Ruto sabotaged his own political career by appointing Raila Amolo Odinga and even making sure that Raila Amolo Odinga has failed to secure the AU seat. Listen to Caleb Amisi. When we talk, we are not mad. This is an ODM member of parliament. He says when we talk, we are not mad. We know a lot. But those who know little leads us with pride and arrogance. And this is the result. Raila is the next president of Kenya. Kenya needs a renaissance more than Africa. I said this earlier, that Kenya needs Raila Amolo Odinga more than Africa needs him. His home Kenya country needs Raila Amolo Odinga more than any other country or any other continent. Because if Raila Amolo Odinga had stood and played his role as the opposition leader of the Republic of Kenya and refused to form the coalition of the broad-based government with William Ruto, then we would be having differences. The policies that have been passed, the bills that have been passed by William Ruto's people in parliament, they have made lives a living hell for the people of the Republic of Kenya. Listen to what the Secretary General of ODM is saying. This is Edwin Sifuna. He tells Raila Amolo Odinga this, my boss, my mentor, my friend, my leader, you still have a home. Come back. We still love you. We are proud of you. Nothing has changed. Now that is the ODM Secretary General telling Raila Amolo Odinga, we are waiting. Make a phone call. Just make an appearance. Declare your stand. And we shall show this William Ruto what we got. I tell you that right now, Raila Amolo Odinga, the people of Mount Kenya region were not praying for Raila Amolo Odinga to fail in the AU election because they hate Raila Amolo Odinga. If you go around the Mount Kenya region right now asking them, you don't want William Ruto, then who do you want? Matiang'i is not viable. The other candidates being brought forward, they don't have a record that proves they can lead this republic. All they tell you is, we are praying so much that Raila Amolo Odinga asks us for our votes right now. Myself, my family used to oppose me because they mostly we had commotion because I was a Raila. I have been a Raila Amolo Odinga supporter for a very long time, and that is why I did not want Raila Amolo Odinga to leave the Kenyan politics. These people were saying that they don't want Raila Amolo Odinga, but right now I speak to them and all they tell me, if we listened to you, we would have a better country. That man, Raila Amolo Odinga, is the only card that can save this country from William Ruto. Because with the combination of the votes of Nyanza region, Coastal region, Western region, the Kisii region, and the Mount Kenya region, we will make him a president in the snap of the fingers. Now, you have heard what these members of parliament and senators are telling Raila Amolo Odinga. Baba, it's not over yet. We have a country that people are waiting for you. They just want a signal from you. Don't allow yourself to be manipulated again by William Ruto. Come back. Raila Odinga knows. He won the elections of the year 2022. Why do I say that? The reason why William Ruto even decided to support him is because Ruto knows he did not win genuinely the election of the year 2022. If he won genuinely, he would have opened the IEBC servers, because that was the main agenda for the protests that were carried out by Raila Amolo Odinga and his team during the 2023 maandamano. But he has never done that. Now, the High Court proved to us that Raila Amolo Odinga had won when they ruled that Azimio were majority in parliament. And when they ruled that Azimio were the majority in the Senate. Tell me how we, Azimio la Umoja, would have the highest number of members of National Assembly and the highest number of senators, and then go ahead to lose the most important seat, which is the presidency. Tell me. There is no way. Raila Amolo Odinga knows that. And he knows the reason why even Ruto approached him is because Ruto knows that he is not supposed to be the president. Are we together? And Raila Odinga, with the ruling that was made by the High Court, which he tried to not speak about because he knew the elections of the AU were near. So he wanted the results to come out from AU so that he can make a power play. And the play is coming. Many people might disregard Raila Amolo Odinga and say that William Ruto will buy Raila Amolo Odinga out, and he will make sure that Raila Amolo Odinga does not return to the Kenyan politics. But with the love that Raila Amolo Odinga is receiving, he knows if he seeks the presidential seat, he will become the president in the year 2027. So tell me, with the assurity of the Mount Kenya region, and that is why I've told you several times, Raila Amolo Odinga, the people from the mountain that have always been his running mate or his supporters that take him to the Mount Kenya region are those people that do not have the support of the people from there. Right now, imagine of a coalition of Raila Amolo Odinga with Rigathi Gachagua, because Gachagua was kicked out of government and Raila Amolo Odinga believed in William Ruto, where we know William Ruto's behavior are the ones that have influenced most of the African countries to vote against Raila Amolo Odinga. Raila akikutana na Gachagua waone huyu jamaa ni mbaya, Raila apandishwe mlima. Now, this time, if he is taken to the mountain by Rigathi Gachagua, I tell you, it will be fatal, it will be disastrous, and it will be catastrophic for William Ruto. He has never lost an election, but this time round, he will lose big time. It's just the start of something good for the republic that is going to be born. Raila is back in the country. The prayers of 70-80% of the people of this republic have been answered. It's about time now they pray that Raila Amolo Odinga does not come back and continue working with William Ruto. Let them lose the privileges in the cabinet and the positions that they have been given. That if they lose that, we know that we will make Raila Amolo Odinga the president. Simple and clear. If you look at it in that manner, in Nairobi, Raila Amolo Odinga decided even to support Sakaja, knowing that Sakaja is a commodity that cannot be sold in Nairobi right now. The consumers don't want the commodity Sakaja. The consumers want the commodity Babu. So you know that Raila Amolo Odinga is known of his changing his stance. The reason why he was supporting Sakaja is because he joined hands with William Ruto and he was seeing as if the AU seat is on his hands. But now that card is out. We are returning back to the sender, and this time round we have to make the right decision, and that decision is to have Raila Amolo Odinga as the president. Gachagua has formed a very strong coalition in the Mount Kenya region. Raila Amolo Odinga already has an existing structure of a coalition called Azimio. Bring it, merge it with Gachagua. Tell me what you can do what we can do with that coalition. Gachagua doesn't want to become the president. He can't, because even the how do I put it? The constitution does not allow him as an impeached deputy president. So it's about time Raila plays the cards right. He was not a fool when he put Akina Anyang' Nyong'o as interim leaders of ODM party. He knew something might happen and I need a backup plan to fall on. And that is my ODM party. And we are on the backup plan. Tell me what you think about this analysis. I'm still trying to figure out what is William Ruto's next move. I'm still trying to figure it out. Once I figure it out, I will be back here. But remember, this is the Kenyan Daily Report, and here we keep you updated with everything regarding the politics of the Republic of Kenya. If you love politics, then this is the place to be. The Kenyan Daily Report TV. My good name is FK Mwenda, and I tell you, welcome back, Baba. You have a home. People love you, people miss you, and people want you more than ever. The citizens are suffering. They need a savior, and they have always counted you as the man that saves them from drowning in a government filled with corruption, greed, and everything that we might say. For now, make sure you subscribe. And remember, I have received intel that ODM party also has conveyed a meeting this coming week on Monday. And the meeting is to know the way forward for Azimio la Umoja.